Intent was to start with a more intense topic, but think I will keep it a little light. It is still controversial, as cricket is right up there with religion and politics when it comes to a very emotionally charged nation. But first, let me give you a gist of how this will work. As the title of the channel suggests, I will share my views on the chosen topic, the way I see things in respect to the issue at hand, and then invite your comments and opinion on both the topic as well as my take on it. You can share your recorded audio comments, a maximum of 100 seconds. Please do ensure that you keep it under 100. Give a brief introduction, your name, where you are from, and maybe your profession, occupation. As long as the comments are related to the topic, are clear, as in audible, and are not offensive, I will share the clip on the channel. All clips received will be played, followed by my short reactions, to which you guys can then leave your comments. I have no hesitation in admitting that I am sort of a contrarian, and I have no doubt that there will be more of you who disagree with my point of view as opposed to those who tend to agree, at least at the first instance. But then that is the intent, to get in diverse opinions. So cricket, how T20, despite its numerous pluses, has failed to enhance the sport per se. In fact, I believe it has become more of an entertainment package than a sport. Yes, it has given a game a wider audience, made heroes out of ordinary players, given a lot of youngsters an opportunity to earn big money, or at least make some money. But the question is it still the same sport? The rules have been tweaked to suit the batters and provide more entertainment to the spectators, but that has come at a cost of compromising a fair battle between the bat and the ball. I do understand that the sport has to evolve, but to what extent? Why the power play? It's a pretty decent sized field. If the batters are so great, then let them hit those massive shots with 5 fielders manning the boundaries, even in those first 6 overs. Why give them the undue advantage of having only 2 fielders outside the inner circle? What sense does that make? And coming to the field, why not ensure that the boundary line in every field is a minimum of 70 meters from the crease? Then let the power hitters clear those lines, rather than pulling in the boundary to ensure that even the miss-hits land in the stands. And what is this absolute insanity of ruling every ball down the leg or wide? Even a couple of inches and you have to re-bowl. Not to mention concede an extra run as well. The bowler should be allowed 6 to 8 inches on the leg side. It's not tough to play a ball going a few inches down the leg. In fact, a lot of times it's an easy boundary. Of course, the finances. Money only comes in with packed stadiums, but then one does need to draw a balance. And the 3 rules cited above could actually even out the scales a little without drastically compromising on the entertainment factor. Point is that these rules give an unfair advantage to the batters and at times make even ordinary players look awesome. A sport should be a contest, an honest contest. Otherwise, to enthrall the crowds, we should do away with, or at least limit the role of the goalkeeper in sports like hockey and football. The goalkeeper can only man the goalpost for, let's say, 30 minutes in a match. We'll have plenty of goals and lots to cheer about. The other aspect about T20 is the falling standard of the game. Look at the just concluded series. Pant in the second match, Kohli in the third. Call it a brain fade or negative impact of T20. Why run for such tight singles in a test match? India lost the series due to the T20 hangover of stealing singles, the incapability to bat out sessions, and complete ineptness at handling turning tracks and pacey wickets. Nothing but side effects of the T20 entertainment, which we call cricket. T20 is not going anywhere, and I don't even want it to. All I suggest is that certain rules be amended to turn it back to being a sport than something which one could possibly get in a cinema hall, theatre, or stage. Let's rake up a real controversy. Tendulkar was a great player, but the way I see things, Rahul Dravid will always remain a few notches above him when it comes to the greatest who have played for India. Sachin was an immense talent and he lived up to it, but he always played for himself, and on the way helped India achieve quite a few successes in the world of sport. On the other hand, Dravid played for the team and country, and along the way carved a name for himself in the annals of cricketing lore. We as Indian cricket fans are probably very poor students of the game. We tend to put the players way above the game. It's never about the team, but mostly about Sachin, Dhoni, Virat, Rohit, Sky, Pant, even Sarfaraz. In a team sport, individuals do count, but very rarely play a lone hand. A certain player may contribute in a big way, but it's the team that wins. And it wins because of the contributions of many players. The contribution may be big or small, but the win wouldn't have come without those smaller contributions. Even in the very heartbreaking series defeat at the hands of the New Zealanders, amidst the calls for Rohit and Virat to hang their boots, one notices Tendulkar fans trying to establish his cricketing prowess over Kohli. But do they really have the statistics to back their claim? What was India's win record in the Tendulkar era as compared to the present times? Fact is that India played some really poor cricket. Losing a home series 0-3 is bad. But then when the focus is on T20, the money is in T20, and the hoopla and hype is in T20, it is difficult to feel the same passion, verve, and energy for Test cricket. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not suggesting that the players are taking it lightly, but just that it's never going to be the do or die kind of an attitude. If a player fails in Test cricket, he'll still get a chance in one of the dozen IPL franchises. He'll still be a hero in those games for the 40 of 20 he scores. So why does he need to grind? Or where does he get that desperation from which makes him dig out the last ounce of resistance he has? When rules, tracks, and conditions are tilted heavily in your favor most days, stumbling at the first hurdle should come as no surprise. Send in your recordings to twistwithvicky@gmail.com. We'll take it from there.